Hello everyone, this is Urvashi Chauhan. Welcome to Courts Today by Live Law, where we bring you the latest developments from all courts across India. Let us start. Starting with an important update from the Supreme Court, which today issued notice on the petition filed by Congress leader and former Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi for suspension of his conviction in a criminal defamation case over the Modi thieves remark. Let me tell you, Rahul Gandhi was disqualified from Lok Sabha after conviction in the defamation case. As per law, if the conviction is not overturned or quantum of sentence is not reduced by any higher court, he will not be able to contest elections for the next 8 years. Also, Kerala's Wayanad seat is now vacant and the Election Commission can announce a special election for the seat. He can only be saved if he manages to get the conviction overturned or reduced to less than 2 years. Only then the disqualification would get nullified. Accordingly, Gandhi has approached the Supreme Court challenging Gujarat High Court's order which dismissed his application to stay the conviction in the criminal case. Today, the Supreme Court has issued notice on the petition. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, appearing on behalf of the Congress leader while appealing for interim relief, argued that Gandhi had already lost one parliament session and was currently losing another. The bench of Justices B.R. Gawai and P.K. Mishra issued notice and posted the matter to 4th August. Stay tuned. The next update is from the Supreme Court regarding the much criticism and litigation against the movie Adipurush. We have previously updated you about serious condemnation against the movie, with various petitions being filed in courts claiming that the misleading statements have been made in the film and that the depiction of physical features and communication styles of Hindu gods are complete distortions of not only the characters but also the very fundamental values for which they are worshipped. In this regard, the Supreme Court today dismissed a public interest litigation seeking the revocation of the certificate granted by the Central Board of Film Certificate for the movie. The bench, comprising Justice S.K. Kaul and Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, stated that it was inappropriate for the Supreme Court to interfere with film certifications based on sensitivities of each individual. Justice Kaul expressed concerns about an increasing trend of people bringing every minor issue to the Supreme Court. He stressed the need for a certain level of tolerance towards creative representations. In a separate matter, the Supreme Court also stayed the proceedings in various high courts against Adipurush film while issuing notice on a transfer petition and the SLP filed by the film's producer. The Supreme Court today sought details from the registrar of the Allahabad High Court on the civil suits filed in respect of the Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Idgah dispute at Mathura, which were sought to be consolidated and transferred to the High Court from the trial court. The bench, comprising Justice S.K. Kaul and Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, was hearing a plea challenging the order passed by the Allahabad High Court on 26th May to transfer all pending suits related to the Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Idgah dispute from the Mathura court to itself. During the short hearing today, the bench also asked if it would be better if the High Court decides the matter, because if the matter was heard at a higher level, it would reduce multiplicity of proceedings. You already know that yesterday the Supreme Court took suo motu cognizance of the viral video that emerged from the state of Manipur, asking the centre and the Manipur government to inform it of the measures adopted by them to hold the perpetrators accountable as well as prevent similar incidents in the future. Various organizations have now come forward condemning the heinous offence. The Supreme Court Bar Association has passed a resolution expressing its concern over the violence witnessed by the northeast state of Manipur, especially referring to the viral video. The lawyers' body has also condemned the inaction of the state police in apprehending the culprits and holding them accountable. The Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association has also condemned the ongoing ethnic clashes in the northeastern state and the sexual assault depicted in the viral video. Besides this, they also expressed strong objection to any illegal first information reports being registered and arrests made by the police against advocates and activists endeavoring to help the riot-struck victims. Also, the National Human Rights Commission has taken cognizance of the matter and has issued notices to the Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police Manipur, calling for a detailed report within 4 weeks. And now a new development on the guidelines for the designation of senior advocates. As you know, earlier this week, the Supreme Court had published revised guidelines for senior designation pursuant to the judgment in Indira Jaising versus Supreme Court of India, which modified the criteria. Now, the Apex Court has further modified the criteria by removing the 5-year limit for considering reported and unreported judgments in which the applicant has appeared, and also pro bono and amicus curiae work. As per the guidelines, let me tell you, out of the total 100 points, reported and unreported judgments and pro bono or amicus curiae work carries 50 points. In a fresh notice issued today, the Supreme Court Committee for Designation of Senior Advocates informed that the 5-year limit has been removed. To read in detail the new guidelines, you can visit our website at livelaw.in. In another update, the Supreme Court today suggested that the National Testing Agency should consider accommodating students from scheduled caste and scheduled tribes categories who are not in possession of the SC/ST certificates as on the last date of applying for the NEET exams. The bench comprising Justice Ravindra Bhatt and Justice Arvind Kumar was hearing a writ petition filed by a candidate who did not have ST certificate at the time of filing the NEET form. So, she had to apply as a general candidate. Later, she got the certificate, but her request to be considered as ST was rejected. The Supreme Court issued notice to NTA and has listed the matter for hearing after 2 weeks. The Supreme Court today dismissed a PIL seeking the inclusion of Rajasthani language in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution is a list of officially recognized languages. At present, it includes 22 languages. To add any language to the 8th schedule would require a constitutional amendment. Inclusion of a language in the 8th schedule is a significant step, as it grants official recognition to that language at the national level, allowing it to be used in official documents, education, and other government functions. Today, the bench comprising CJI Chandrachud, Justice P.S. Narasimha, and Justice Manoj Mishra expressed its disinclination towards entertaining the petition. The CJI remarked that it was not within the court's authority to mandate the inclusion of any language in the 8th schedule. Next update is on the ongoing Gyanvapi Mosque issue. You already know that an application was moved before the Allahabad High Court this year in May by 4 Hindu women worshippers in a suit which was pending before the Varanasi court. They sought all year-round worshipping rights in the Gyanvapi Mosque compound. Importantly, the application states that a Jyotirling existed at the site in question for lakhs of years. However, the same was destroyed by Muslim invaders. The Varanasi District Court today allowed the application seeking scientific survey of the entire Gyanvapi Mosque premises except for the Wazukhana by the Archaeological Survey of India. This is to find out as to whether the mosque had been constructed over a pre-existing structure of the Hindu temple or not. The Court of District Judge A.K. Vishwesha has directed that the scientific survey by ASI should take place between 8 and 12 am. Also, the court has clarified that there will be no restrictions on namaz during the survey and no damage should be caused to the Gyanvapi Mosque. And lastly, an update on a petition filed by the first transgender parents of India. Zahad, a trans man, and Zia Paval, a trans woman, became India's first transgender parents on the birth of their child in February this year. A plea has been moved in the Kerala High Court by the couple, seeking a direction to be issued to the Secretary, Kozhikode Corporation, to issue a new birth certificate for the child, showing the names of the couple as just parents instead of father and mother respectively. It is averred that the Kozhikode Corporation registered the birth of the child and issued a birth certificate recording the name of the father as Zia Paval and that of mother as Zahad. The couple is aggrieved by the authorities' denial of their request to label them as just parents. While the matter was adjourned to next Thursday, Justice N. Nagaresh has asked the State Council to find out what could be done to resolve the petitioner's genuine grievance. Thank you for joining us. If you wish to know more details about the cases I mentioned here, you can visit our website at www.livelaw.in. Stay ahead with quick legal updates only on Live Law. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe and support us.